welcome back to my channel. So for today's junk journal with me, we are going to be doing day 12 of the Junk Journal July challenge. So today's prompt is dyed. This could be anything from tea and coffee dyed through to eco dyeing. I know that Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies shared a video recently where she was like doing lots of experiments with eco dyeing. Some of those papers turned out super duper cool. So there's lots of different ways that you could dye different things, whether it's papers, fabrics, found materials. I went with just the classic coffee dye because I'm having so much fun at the moment using that with my white acrylic backgrounds with the busy papers, because it's a great way to still be able to see like the text, or in this case the music sheet paper, and also have a really interesting background. Now these little bits here are actually yesterday's like leftovers from the fussy cutting that we did from the stencil. I didn't plan to use these in the page. This was literally the result of I haven't cleaned my desk, so there was still like scraps everywhere. And so when I just saw them at the corner of my eye, I thought, oh, maybe I could like use them as some sort of little detail on my page. So that totally wasn't planned. That was just Meg hadn't cleaned her desk and was using all the random bits that were available. So for this page, I wanted to use things that are a bit more true junk journal, in air quotes, if you will. So I've got some different bits of packaging that I've had, that I've collected and wanted to use in this spread. So I've been really loving Jane the Crazy lately. That's her username on YouTube and on Instagram. If you're not already familiar with Jane's journals, they are absolutely amazing, and I just love the kind of mishmash, like junky style that they have. There's just something so charming and authentic about it, and I've been loving that style, so I wanted to kind of try and emulate that a little bit with using the coffee packaging, and that's literally like a sweetener packaging, something like that. So trying to use those and almost bring them into my collage, but not repurposing them, like having, like being proud that there's a Kenko like label in my journal. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy, but also trying to work it into the spread. So whilst I was deciding what I wanted to do with that collage on the left, I decided to do some stamping on the right. So these are my alphabet stamps that I got a good few years ago now from Hobbycraft, and I'm just using my black ink because I really wanted to make this text pop. And what I ended up doing was a mix of the stamps and then also some lettering with my brush pen here, partly because I wanted to have the different fonts and give it a bit more of an interesting effect, partly because stamping takes a long time when you're doing a long quote, and I didn't really want to do it, so that's why I decided to mix and match.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day, and it will restore us. There will be new ways. This is not the end.
We've now reached the part of the journal with me where I always descend into, if in doubt, grab your white pen and start adding some details to it. I always feel like this just really brings together a page sometimes, and it's also quite relaxing to do. And on the pink there, I feel like it had a nice pop to it and almost made it feel a little bit more intentional that it was supposed to be there, because I had started to bring it in with all those details rather than it being just like a packet stuck to my journal. Like, I'd actually done some little doodles on it. So I think that's everything that I did for this page. I was really enjoying working on it by the end. I was a little unsure at the beginning, but I could really feel it starting to come together when I was adding more little details, and it almost got to a point where I was worried that I wouldn't be able to stop, because when I reach that point where I don't know where to stop and I start adding so much to a page that I almost spoil it a bit, I was kind of at that stage, but I was also just really enjoying working on this page. So I guess that's kind of the thing that I have to weigh up. It's like, I'm really enjoying working on the page, but I also don't want to overwork it. So there is my finished page. I really love all the different like details and textures and all the different things going on in this page. So thank you for joining me for this journal with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.